What's up, everyone? Back with another NBA Live 19 video. Finna get into this game against the Nuggets. Hopefully everything runs smoothly. Gonna keep our fingers crossed.
It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Pepsi Center in downtown Denver. Tonight, it's the Denver Nuggets taking on the Philadelphia 76ers.
We should have a high-octane match tonight.
Controlled by the Philadelphia 76ers. Nikola Jokic, he's never made the playoffs, but upon further review, he is a special center.
Got that 5-year extension for $146 million, and I'm willing to say this, he will be one of the future centers in the game.
Thomas buries it on the catch and shoot.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the three.
Get that one to go to Butler. Short jumper stays out. Thomas across the timeline.
If it's meant for us to lose, then we're gonna lose. But let's lose fair and
square. Has a chance. Isaiah Thomas, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Butler. To Durant. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Down low, Jokic. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Embiid. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Joel Embiid trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. Free throw good as he finishes off the three-point play. They're back within a bucket. Nuggets with the basketball. Take stock of the floor. It's Thomas. 4-2. Almost. And he's not getting the call. Thomas, great look and vision. Count it.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Pass there, taken away by Denver. Jokic to Thomas. Almost unlucky bounce. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Oh, he can't connect. Thomas into the front court. 2-point advantage. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Off the assist.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Durant across the timeline. Down 2.
They got a good squad. I mean, as far as
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over
shutting
you.
down your
Nikola
inside.
Jokic rejects it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
So you got to be
It's
strategic.
Denver's ball. To Will Barton. Here comes the screen. Barton to Thomas. Shot clock to 4 for the Nuggets. Isaiah Thomas. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
To Butler. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Thomas with the basketball. Lead is 2. Harris, tough matchup against Butler. To Thomas. Nothing going here on that drive. Almost, but no good. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Here comes the screen. They'll look to Bender down low. Joel Embiid able to recover with the block. He'll go to the
Look at
foul
that.
line
See,
to
they
shoot.
call it.
You see this all the time.
They call it foul. I ain't
The
even
defensive
do
players establishing
that.
his presence
That's
on
what
the
I'm
court
saying.
and also
Yeah,
checking to see how far
they
the
don't
refs are
usually
gonna
have
let
it
him
on
go.
for these games.
First try at the line, no
That
good.
was cheating, man.
Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Philadelphia with the basketball. Mason Plumlee with a piece.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
And this will be out of bounds off of Butler. Thomas. Isaiah Thomas. 4 out of 7.
Okay, that time it was effective. But a really good defender will put that in their memory bank.
Throws it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Will Barton. Jokic swings it to Thomas. Joel Embiid tips it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Smith now into the front court. He'll run the offense. Barton, tough matchup against Durant. Not that time. And counted at the rim.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Sixers control it. Kevin Durant. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
So deadly. Now, look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Curry's shot won't go. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Durant with the basketball up top. Leads a bucket. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw good to finish off the 3-point play. The lead is up to 5. Nuggets have the possession. Now a steal by Philly. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
There's a fine line between being active and being a detriment. You don't want to keep giving up extra possessions.
First one goes down.
For Denver, number 0, Isaiah Thomas.
And gets both to drop at the line. Thomas across the timeline. They trail by 7. To Seth Curry. Here comes the screen. Seth Curry against KD. Denver with 4 to shoot. Short jumper off the mark.
Man, my
Basket's
dude
good on
ain't
the
even
follow.
jumping
Way
down.
to
It's like
stay
he
with it.
froze.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
To Allen. Scores from the post.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Thomas into the front court. Right now, down 7. Here comes the screen. Seth Curry, guarded by Patton. They'll look to Bender down low. The pass set it all up.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
To Durant. Here comes the screen. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there.
You gotta calm that crowd down, because if that crowd get in they moment, and they gonna light you up.
Knocks down the first.
For the Nuggets, number 14, Gary Harris.
Goes 2 for 2. Denver ball right now. To Seth Curry. Rocking the rim.
Reason.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
Butler into the front court. Leads 5. To Durant. Screen coming. Durant. Defended by Bender. Brogdon, Bender. Huge block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Yes. And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
And he missed the free throw. Layup's good. That's as high percentage as
That
it
ain't
gets.
call no foul.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
To Durant. And coasting in for 2.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Nuggets have the possession. Runner here won't go. To Butler. Whoa! What a finish! Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Count the basket at the rim.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
From the outside, no good.
Woo, I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Knocked loose. And that's going to get out of bounds. So it stays Denver
you have to be careful
basketball.
'cause they got wings on them.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Seth Curry curling inside. And the basket good at the rim.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Oh, pass stolen by the Nuggets. No, I missed a short one there. 20-footer at the buzzer.
To number 5, Will Barton. For the Philadelphia 76ers, number 8 to the line for 2.
And he connects on the first free throw.
For the Denver Nuggets, number 0, Isaiah Thomas.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Long key from three-quarters court. That'll do it for the first quarter. And a great start for the 76ers. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Denver's got it. Thomas to
And
Will
they can
Barton.
come right back within a split second.
Thomas. Nothing going here on that drive. Cleared out by Embiid. Grayson Allen to Embiid. Goaltending's called. Count the basket. Thomas with the basketball. His guys currently down by 13. Screen coming. To Thomas. Just not going down.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
To Embiid. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper misses. Thomas across the timeline. His guys trail by 13. Barton. It's a big finish.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Sixers have the basketball to Brunson. And the rebound's taken by Plumlee. Thomas into the front court, trailing by 11. To Will Barton. Slam dunk, Will Barton.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Grayson Allen. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Not a Ferrari, definitely not a Lambo, but hey, get you from point A to point B.
Smith with the basketball. Down 11. Barton. He throws it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
To Embiid. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Thomas. Here comes the screen. To Thomas. Grayson Allen. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it. Now a whistle and a timeout for Denver as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Subbing in for the Denver Nuggets, number 14, Gary Harris.
Hey, watch the screen. Look.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
To Butler. Nice pass to set things up.
Oh, he's denied. Oh, big man doing work right there.
Opposing
got some
coach is
balls
going to counter,
there.
make some changes of his own.
Hey, he's not trying to let us get nothing.
Butler to Embiid. Five on the shot clock. Now a steal on a very lazy pass there.
How they getting that
Nuggets
pass?
with the basketball.
That was a steal.
Goes to the right side.
They got a team, so I'm
Sizing up the defense. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go. To Embiid. From the painted area, won't go down. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
All by himself, creates his own shot there.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there. But let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Here's a chance from long range. Textbook defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
And a rim rocker. Joel Embiid.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Ariza can't get that to go. To Butler. To Jokic. Oh,
he got game,
Jokic.
bro.
He's 2 for 2 now. Sixers call for time as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
I was wondering why he ain't been in the game.
Durant. To Embiid. Nice pass to get things going.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
It's Denver's ball.
Look at that dude. I ain't never seen him do it.
Durant. It goes down.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Thomas with the basketball. Down by 15. To Will Barton. Shot clock winding down. They go to Jokic. Down low. Joel Embiid snatching it out of the air.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
To Durant. Has a look. Kevin Durant. 3 for 6 now.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Thomas across the timeline. Down a bundle to Jokic. Screen coming. Kevin Durant with the block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Should have passed it. That's what I missed.
To Thomas. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Embiid. Butler. Out of bounds. Last touch by Mason Plumlee. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. To Durant. Mason Plumlee swats it.
Good
You know
block.
why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Free throw good for the three-point play. It's back to a 14-point game. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Durant. Shot from the lane won't go.
That was it.
Thomas
I like
into the
Brewer.
front court. Looking to make something happen.
Guess I was defended.
Harris sizing up Butler. To Thomas. Shot clock to 4 for the Nuggets. Has a chance. Count the basket. He's feeling good. Defense has to get him out of his comfort zone.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Durant across the timeline. Lead is 12. To Embiid. good look that time, but off the mark.
2 minutes left in the second quarter.
Over to the right side. Barton to Thomas. Joel Embiid pins it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
That's going to be out of bounds. Nuggets have the possession. Missed a wide open look.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Thomas with the basketball. Trailing by 14. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Substitution being made in this one.
Team foul number 2. First foul of the play, 2 minutes. Entering the game for Philadelphia, number 6.
He a buck, y'all.
Thomas to Will Barton.
Hold it down.
Add 2 points to the board.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Embiid. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Butler to Durant. 5 on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Chance for the Embiid. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Thomas. Gary Harris, guarded by Jimmy Butler. Thomas. Lets it fly from long range, knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half, and the 76ers have to be feeling good.
Time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The 76ers have a comfortable lead at the halfway mark. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scores. For the Philadelphia 76ers,
They gotta get some points.
the Nuggets are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. They've been scrapping, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. Have a look at the leading scores for the Denver Nuggets.
First half stats. Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game.
Who was cold?
cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top 3 plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Thomas across the timeline. His guy's down 11. To Jokic. Fires the 3. That's how you defend.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Thomas into the front court. The deficit now up to 13. Martin against KD. To Thomas. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4 to Will Barton. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. First try, no good. And he hits the second. Philadelphia with the basketball. To Embiid. And a chance coming up at the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Joel Embiid, couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. First free throw is good.
I wish I can use some of these teams when they, like these lineups, they be good teams. Like they got a good team.
Able to convert on both free throws. Thomas with the basketball. His guys trail by 13. Here comes the screen. To Thomas. To Will Barton. Going to launch beyond the arc. Good contest. Barton misses. Count the bucket for 2.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Thomas. Trying to cash in. Thomas's shot there won't go. To Embiid. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Thomas. Denver with 4 to shoot. Shot clock violation. To Embiid. And it's the Nuggets with the board. Martin into the front court. His guys down big. From the painted area, won't go down. Embiid. To Durant.
Missed him. He was down.
Jimmy Butler sends it away. And this will be out of bounds off of Butler. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Jokic knocks it down from mid-range.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Grayson Allen to Embiid. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Denver ball right now. Thomas. From the outside, no good.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Thomas across the timeline. Down a bundle. Down low Jokic. Here comes the screen. Shot clock to 4 for the Nuggets. Jokic. Message received. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Jimmy Butler, quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
Barton to Jokic. In the slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To Allen. 3 seconds.
10.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
Good call. Good call, ref.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the play. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Gary Harris at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Free throw's good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. To Embiid. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To Seth Curry. Screen coming. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Has a look. No good. No daylight. Great defense.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But
Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Seth Curry. Jokic to Seth Curry. Here comes the screen. Seth Curry to Jokic. Sixers have it. Embiid. Had a chance, but it's no good. Seth Curry to Will Barton. Slam dunk Will Barton. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
To Allen. Butler. Jokic snares the rebound. It was right there.
Oh, he sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
To Will Barton. Here comes the screen. Barton sizing up Butler from long range. Well defended. To Butler. Runner here won't go. To Jokic. Five seconds to shoot. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Embiid. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
New blood coming in for both sides. To Seth Curry. And the rebound corralled by Butler.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
To Jokic. Can't miss those. Tough looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
To Will Barton. To Seth Curry. Rises for the slam.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Nikola Jokic sends it away. That's his third block this evening.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Hey, match up.
Can't connect from inside. For three. The rebound to Ariza. Thomas into the front court. Final minute to play in this third quarter. Down to 5 on the 24. And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
Just a tic-tac foul.
This don't even do it, man.
Justin Patton rejects it. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Thomas. Now pass stolen by the Sixers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Deep three at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter, and a great start for the 76ers. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Brunson. To Allen. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Grayson Allen to Embiid. Beyond the arc for 3. No good, but 2 shots coming up for Joel Embiid.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team, because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard,
I don't know how
doesn't
long
mean
they're
you
gonna
stop
have me on
playing
the
hard
bench.
and smart. You really have nothing to lose, but
I
really
didn't know
good
I had
habits to
51.
gain.
I don't know, that might be my record, huh? I think I had 60-something before.
Knocks down the second free throw.
Seems like I was practicing more. My shots is falling out since I took a practice or something.
Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. Thomas with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Nothing going here on that drive. To Thomas. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Won't go down. Another follow, still no good.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Here comes the screen. To Thomas. Nothing going here on that drive. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
To Brunson. Doesn't get the bounce. Thomas across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. Screen coming. It goes down. Oh, he's feeling good. Maybe too good.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Brunson. To Embiid. 5 on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Off the mark. Well contested.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Now a steal by Philly.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Nothing going here on that drive. Second effort. Oh, and a putback.
Oof, really showing no mercy here.
Pass there, taken away by Denver. Thomas to Will Barton. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
These are missed opportunities. When a guy puts his head down, the help defender closest to the ball, you need to get your hand and scrape inside there. If he has his head down, he can't see you coming from the blind side.
Great dish to set it up, and stuffs it home. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Drive by Harris, but his shot won't go. To Embiid. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Thomas. Denver with 4 to shoot. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Durant with the basketball up top. His guys holding the big lead. Butler to Durant. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Durant fires the 3 off the iron. No good. The follow won't go either. Thomas into the front court. Down a bundle. Screen coming. Barton. Jimmy Butler able to recover with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
And throws it down.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal. Gary Harris with a piece. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
the mark on his free throw. No good. To Embiid. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Ball was over the cylinder. Offensive goaltending. Wave it off. Sixers control it. Oh, pass stolen by the Nuggets. Had a good look there, but it's no good. To Butler. Curling inside. And a nice finish at the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Butler. Jimmy Butler looking good. 4 for 5.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Thomas. That's off the side of the rim, no good. To Embiid.
They got us.
It came out. To Thomas.
I ain't never missed a dunk. He's tired, bro.
To Will Barton. Shot clock to 4 for the Nuggets. Here's a chance from long range. Good contest. Barton misses. To Durant. Lets it fly from long range. That's a dangerous spot. Kevin Durant wide open. He nails it.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Barton. To Thomas. Goes to the right side. To Thomas. Joel Embiid. Tips it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Sixers have the basketball. And finishes strong.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Jokic. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To Butler. Got it.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Thomas with the basketball. His guys down big. He wants it at the rim and scores.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Butler. Lays it up and in.
And you're allowed 2 steps after you pick the basketball up. It doesn't matter which feet you step with, but 2 counts.
To Will Barton. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Butler to bring it up. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Durant. He got a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Jimmy Butler, he's now 5 for 6.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
That's rebounded by Embiid.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, whew, that's a scary thing to watch.
Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Kevin Durant, huge block. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. To Embiid, and look out. Big finish at the rim. Now the Nuggets signaling for timeout. They're down big in this fourth quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Jokic to Thomas. Jumper's good.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time, when you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision towards the bucket, that shot's definitely going up.
And a whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Isaiah Thomas, guarded by Patton. Justin Patton, snatching it out of the air.
Man.
Missed it. How'd that not go down?
Trying to block my shot. Get 70 on
Fires the three.
Devin Booker.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. The Sixers are victorious as they win this one in very convincing fashion. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
I think we got a couple more games to go. Probably like one more month, 4 or 5 games. Then we're going to be in the playoffs. It's going to be some more footage I'm looking forward to.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up.
I'm trying to see how long it's going to take me to get to icon status.
They did it with
Excited
blocks,
about getting
and
to
they
that.
did
I
it
ain't
with
never.
steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Nuggets seemed to give up on this game as it got more challenging. My advice for these guys is not to watch any TV tonight because it's not going to help them forget about this game. Everyone is going to be talking about this one. Check out the leading scores for the Denver Nuggets.
Game track. Fast break points.
The Denver Nuggets can look back at this game and point to their poor transition defense as the primary reason for today's loss. Too often, they found themselves out of position once the outlet passes were finding their intended targets. They were never quite able to recover from that onslaught in the first half.
Player of the game.
Being able to put up these kind of numbers is always impressive, but having the ability to lead and inspire is something special.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here's our top plays of the game.
number 2.
I think that first play was the play that changed the momentum for us.
Number 1.
When we was getting them and ones.
These are the remaining matchups. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.
Got about 32,000 reward points. I need some more reward points so we can have our shoe game up by the time playoffs come. Them shoes cost about 200,000. Yeah, we kind of creeping up on that 1 million mark. Appreciate everyone for dropping in.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Mindframe coming to you live and direct, and the one just caught a body. Let's check this out. Yes, hello. I'd like to report an emergency. Can someone scrape the defender off the floor, please? The one is, tearing it up.
I ain't trying to catch no bodies, man. I see the views going up like to 1 million, so that's kind of
that's all I got for now.
what we playing towards.
With
With this league, that's why I like playing it so much, because you really kind of playing against to get your views up, getting 1 million views, you know what I mean? It's like only my second year. It's only second year. So, it's advanced, so we... I think we can get 2 games in one in this stream. Just to keep it going. Yeah, I don't, my 3-pointers ain't really just got the sinking like I want to. I can hit a couple. I be shocked when I hit a couple sometimes. But I think I gotta be in the right spots. We just keep it on the skill is important, but I also rely on my teammates to create opportunities like that. Couldn't do it without them. So that's what we running with. Got some items. I used to play for the Lakers when I was a rookie. I thought they ain't gonna show my... Getting that guap, boy. I thought I could change my icon. Thought I could swap back and forth. Like these right here. Let's go ahead and get this Boston game popping. 13-10. I think we'll have a good game coming up. Let's get it.
It is NBA action on EA Sports.
Woo! We got a bright light court.
Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From TD Garden in Boston, tonight, the Boston Celtics taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. The 76ers begin the game with the basketball. To Embiid, kicks it around the perimeter. Here comes the screen. And Jimmy Butler. Not that time.
You see, Ed, this is what the refs need to start calling. The defender hit the shooter right around the...
And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
To Embiid. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Layup goes down. Well done.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Flushes it home.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Deep right corner. Durant. Oh, he had him there for a second. No good.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off two legs and expect the contact.
Hayward. Work it down to Brown. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. KD with the rock. Beyond the arc for 3.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul.
And he connects on the first free throw. And he hits the second.
Stud hug.
3 for 3. Nice.
Here we go. My ball. I got ball.
To Jaylen Brown.
Cut it.
The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Cashes in for 2.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Number 20, Gordon Hayward.
It's a big finish.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
The assist from number 7, Jaylen Brown.
Nothing going here on that drive. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Baseline drive, but he can't finish. The follow won't go either. To Embiid. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
I got ball. That's me. What's that screen?
To Hayward. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
Man.
Good look there, but it's no good. To Jaylen Brown. Here comes the screen. Oh, you've got to get that one to go. Ball's controlled by Boston. Surveys the floor. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Durant. From the painted area, won't go down.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
And count the basket.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Hayward. Oh, had him going there for a second. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Butler to Durant. And a pass stolen by Boston. To Jaylen Brown. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Throwback jerseys. Get one for yourself before they're all gone. Substitutions.
Grayson Allen to Butler. Gets it in the left corner. Butler. Shot clock winding down. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Off the mark on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Celtics have it. Take stock of the floor. To Marcus Smart. The shot almost. Joel Embiid sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Nice mess up.
To Marcus Smart. Tatum shot no good. To Butler. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Great pass to set it up. And stuffs it home. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Embiid. Screen coming. Embiid. Offensive rebound. And this will be out of bounds. Off of Embiid. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Subbing in for the Boston Celtics, number 10.
Boston with the basketball. Runner's good there.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack,
I
you
think they
attack.
want us to
And when they
lose,
back
man.
off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
They want us to lose so bad.
Shot from the lane won't go. Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers. They've got it in the open floor. Jason Tatum. Huge block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Butler to Allen. Trying to cash in. Just off the mark.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Full throttle. Right to the basket for the deuce.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
To Allen. Baseline drive. To Allen. Here comes the screen. Grayson Allen. Butler for two. It's Tatum with the rebound. Celtics have it. To Marcus Smart. Able to convert inside.
I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
It's Easter.
Brunson to Butler.
Number 21, Joel Embiid.
cleared by Philly. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Ball's controlled by Boston. Here comes the screen. Hayward. Short jumper off the mark.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Screen coming. Gets a shot up off the mark. Gordon Hayward, that's how it's done. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
This has been a good first quarter for him so far. That wasn't an easy shot, but he was able to knock it down and add to their lead.
Butler to Brunson. Ah, the monster stuff.
Finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
Hayward. Embiid with the board. Deep three at the buzzer. It's good. And the foul. And he's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
If you're the defender, you can't keep your hand outwards in the pocket of the shooter. The offensive player recognized that. He raked his arms into yours on his way up to take the shot. That's a foul every time.
I think I messed this up.
Got it.
I didn't come in with my same. You gotta have a different strategy.
We've played one here at TD Garden with the Celtics on
And now we
top.
gotta try to
Jada
dig our
back
way
to
out of this
Boston.
hole.
After this, you're tuned into the NBA on EA Sports.
And see, these games is certain players that you gotta get in the game. It seems like it's our bench.
Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. To Jaylen Brown. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Jaylen Brown at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. Nope. First one does not go. Missed the second. 0 for 2. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. To Jaylen Brown. Ah, can't miss those. Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out. Brown into the front court. It's an 11-point game. Shot from in close, no good. Grayson Allen to Embiid. won't go. He needs some luck on his side, given how they're defending.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line. Marcus Smart, he's got 2 shots coming. Shoots it at 75% for his career. First try, no good.
NBA Easter special, folks. Philadelphia against them Bostons. We got a game.
No good. Missed them both. Pass taken away by the Celtics.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Good. Off a spin.
Bulldog. Look, it ain't always going to be pretty, but this is a results-oriented business, and this dude will always give you a good ROI.
To Allen. It's Boston with the rebound. Zach Collins matched up with Patton. To Jaylen Brown. Here comes the screen. Oh, he had him there for a second. Another chance. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. To Durant. To Allen. For Durant, down low. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Lock up. Here comes.
To Marcus Smart. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Durant across the timeline. His guys currently down by 13. Grayson Allen. Rocking the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Celtics have it. To Marcus Smart. Here comes Boston with 4 to shoot. To Jaylen Brown. Going to launch beyond the arc. Tough shot there for Jaylen Brown. No good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. To Jaylen Brown. Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Durant with the basketball up top. His guys trail by 13. Off the assist.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
To Jaylen Brown. Here comes the screen. To Marcus Smart. Shot clock winding down. Deep 2 there, won't go. Sixers control. Grayson Allen to Durant. Grayson Allen to Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't fall. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Nice floater.
One free throw up and good. The lead now 14. Kevin Durant with the rock. Celtics able to clear the board. From the painted area, won't go down. To Embiid. Not done yet. Joel Embiid.
I don't know why
He
my
is
shots
shooting
ain't
well.
falling
He's
right
made
now.
2/3 of his shots.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Hayward to Jaylen Brown. To Hayward. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Hayward, that's how you defend.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Butler. And finishes strong.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Hayward. Knocks it down from mid-range.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Butler to bring it up. Down 12. To Embiid. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Hayward. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you on the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
To Jaylen Brown.
Shaked out that 2 points.
To Hayward. Joel Embiid swats it. Shot clock violation. Time for some new personnel into the game. To Embiid. Joel Embiid. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Now a steal by Philly. Butler. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw good to finish off the 3-point play. It's back to a 5-point game. To Jaylen Brown. Here comes the screen. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Jumper's good.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Durant. Count the basket. He's feeling good. Defense has to get him out of his comfort zone.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2" guard. Scary.
Hayward. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. To Durant. And the finish. Slam dunk. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Joel Embiid. Blocked away.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. For 3, it's no good. Shot's not going down. Easy path to the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Jaylen Brown. Here comes the screen. Down to 5 on the 24th. Has a chance. Shot by Tatum won't fall. To Embiid. Nothing going here on that drive. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Jimmy Butler pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Kevin Durant with a piece.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Joel Embiid. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
To Marcus Smart. And the finish at the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Won't go down. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both. Sixers have the basketball. Butler slams it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Deep three at the buzzer. The quarter comes to an end. The Celtics have the lead.
Halftime.
and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Celtics have themselves a narrow lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring
I need to find me
opportunities.
a
That
PS5
really impresses me. I love seeing
or
unselfish
Xbox
basketball like
Series
that.
X.
These are the guys getting buckets for the Boston Celtics.
Or buy some stocks.
The 76ers are within striking distance at the half. And that deficit is a negative, of course. But I do see it positive. I really like how they move the ball, keeping each other involved offensively. They've got a nice flow to their game today.
Game track. Bench points.
The NBA season is long, and these days, starters take rest days. And that's why it's so important to have bench players that can be productive like we're seeing here today.
Cloverland.
Player of the half.
Tatum has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after one half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon.
Knocking them down. 10 for 13.
Here's our top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Pacers. That's who we looking out for.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Boston with the basketball. To Hayward. Probing the defense with a drop step. Fakes, drives to the rim, and scores.
An easy 2, get back on defense.
Durant across the timeline. His guys down 3. Almost unlucky bounce.
I don't know what they're gonna do.
To Embiid. Cleans it up. Joel Embiid. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Lays it up and in.
Man, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
With a drop step. Won't go. To Hayward. To Marcus Smart. Offensive board. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration. To Embiid. No good. Defense catching a break there. To Jaylen Brown. Here comes the screen. Navigating through traffic. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
Jaylen Brown, a couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. First one goes down. And gets both to drop at the line. To Durant. Fires the three. Tatum grabs the board. To Marcus Smart. Count the basket inside.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Gets it to go. Didn't have many choices there. Lets it fly.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Jaylen Brown. Here comes the screen. Joel Embiid rejects it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Butler to Durant. Nice pass to get things going.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Here we go, my ball, my ball.
Hayward to Marcus Smart. To Jaylen Brown. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Tough shot there for Jaylen Brown. No good.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Butler. Embiid. Domantas Sabonis. Tips it. Turns and slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
They cheated me.
Now ready for a couple of free throws.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right
man
now,
up.
and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Jason Tatum at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 82%. First try at the line, no good. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Philadelphia with the basketball. Throws it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Butler into the front court. The deficit is 6. To Embiid. Hayward. Boston with 4 to shoot. Shot from the lane won't go. And look out.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Celtics have it. Sizing up the defense. To Hayward. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Hayward and knocks it down. Jay, for the defender, tough to gamble once the ball's behind the arc.
Think about how smart of a play that is, to have the awareness to get behind the three-point line off the step back.
They'll take 3 over 2 any day of the week. From the outside, no good. To Marcus Smart. To Butler. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out. To Hayward.
Bad shots.
Big finish at the rim.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Kevin Durant has it. And a nice finish at the rim.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
And a throwdown.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. From the painted area, won't go down. Kevin Durant snatching it out of the air.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Good look that time, but off the mark. And scores on the Euro step.
Used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Hayward. No, I missed a short one there. Butler to bring it up. The margin standing now at 7. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Misses the first.
Can't get no free throws.
Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip.
I got him. I got ball. I got ball. I got ball. I got ball.
Whoa! What a finish.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. It's rebounded by the Celtics. And they call the foul.
I didn't even do that.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
For Philadelphia, number 6.
The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. From long range. Can't connect.
Defense. Defense. Let's go.
Grayson Allen to Durant. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Has a look. Doesn't get the bounce. Grayson Allen. Durant sizing up Collins. Fires the 3. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Here comes the screen to Marcus Smart. Oh, nice find for the basket.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Durant with the basketball up top. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit.
Eight points, feel like you're down about 40 points.
To Allen. 4-3 and knocks it down. Jay, the defender,
Crazy.
tough to gamble that time beyond the arc.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Here comes the screen to Marcus Smart. Goes to the left side. Can't connect. Has to know what's a good shot and what isn't.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Durant. Here comes the screen. Missed a wide open look.
A lot of our shots ain't been falling. Seems like they've been contested.
Tatum. Not that time. He misses. Durant across the timeline. The deficit now up to 5. A drive baseline, but the shot won't go. Desperation shot here from half court. There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete with the Celtics in front.
Finna get real right here.
It's been a compelling game so far. The 4th quarter is underway.
Ain't nobody else in the game. Unless they collectively
Scores from the
collectively
post.
in the
You've heard it
game.
before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Here we go. Here we go.
To Marcus Smart.
Then we had a lot of team error.
Gets it in the left corner. Lets it fly from long range. Drains it.
What a smart play, and Ed, with barely no traditional low post players left in the game. You have 10 players on the perimeter. When you have a guy who's able to utilize a step back, that helps get shots over people with length.
This day and age, very rarely is there a bad shot from the perimeter. Grayson Allen. The Sixers with 4 to shoot.
Watch that curve.
Beyond the arc for 3. Rebound for Smart. Able to convert inside.
There you go. Finally, shoot your shot.
Grayson Allen to Brunson. Here comes the screen. Deep 2 there, won't go.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Nothing going here on that drive. Nice finish at the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. nothing going here on that drive. Shot won't go. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw up and good as they open things up to a 13-point lead. Brunson to Butler. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Brunson to Allen. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. And strokes it.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Butler to Brunson. Trying to cash in. Pulled down by Sabonis. Marcus Smart, good touch.
This just blows my mind. The lane was so open. It almost looks like the offense was trying to make the layup even more difficult than what it was. They look bored out there.
To Brunson. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Ball's controlled by Boston. To Marcus Smart. Here comes the screen. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Here comes the screen. Butler to Brunson. Tatum grabs the rebound. To Marcus Smart. And the basket good at the rim.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Brunson. Oh, emphatic slam. Timeout Boston as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Section 121 and place your bids. Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
To Hayward.
Substitutions, Philadelphia.
Gordon Hayward, that's how it's done. 4 out of 7.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Durant. Here's a chance from long range. Buries the 3. He's too good to leave that open.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
to Jaylen Brown. Count the bucket for 2.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Oh, emphatic slam. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
To Marcus Smart. Has a chance. Smart shot, no good. Finish that.
I think they got the home court advantage.
Celtics have it. To Jaylen Brown. Couldn't keep it in. Out of bounds off Jaylen Brown. Changes coming from both sides right now. Butler into the front court. His guys down big. To Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Hayward. That's no good. To Embiid. Spinning shot. Won't fall.
That's what they do. Ain't locking him up.
Brown with it up top.
They turned
His
him
guys
off.
leading by 14. Here comes the screen. Hayward to Jaylen Brown. Court Hayward.
I would
That's
only
how
say-
it's done. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
I would say it's home court advantage.
Stepping east, then stepping west, and laying the ball right down the lane.
Covering all areas of the map. Butler. To Embiid. Nice pass to set things up.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Nice pass to set things up. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down?
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Butler to Durant. Oh, ferocious slam inside. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
The screen sets him up for 2.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
Domantas Sabonis sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Hayward. To Marcus Smart. It was right there.
Nothing better than when the
Right
defense
there.
communicates to
They
each other
turn
that
your
the
man
shot
off
clock
where
is
he
down to
control.
5. When they yell
That's what
red,
they're doing.
they apply even more pressure on the ball.
Sixers control it.
So it ain't really legitimate win.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Durant. And finishes strong.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Time to shuffle things up. To Hayward. Knocks it down off the step back.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
They'll go to Butler, down low. Slams it down. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Boston with the basketball.
I got ball. Pick up. Match up.
Has a look. That's smart with the rebound.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, whew, that's a scary thing to watch.
Celtics come away with it. It's a victory here for the Celtics as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
I think they got us on that one. We'll say it's a win, but they froze a lot of our men, and I think they did a lot of stuff behind the scenes on our loss.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Celtics got the win in a nail-biter. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Boston Celtics. The 76ers just couldn't close this one out. And while they didn't win the game, they could have won a dunk contest. They put down plenty of slams in this matchup. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game trap. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense. But still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
That's when I knew we lost. Whenever he hit a three, we lose. That means that your other players ain't no sync.
Tatum was happy to throw down plenty of dunks. And if the defense happened to be there, he brought them along for the ride. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Pacers beat the Lakers. Our first loss, 23-1.
As we near the end of the regular season,
Got
here are the
four
remaining games.
Well, they got 1, 2, 3. They got 5 games left.
This has been a presentation of
Ready up for them
ESPN
playoffs.
Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.
We didn't get a double-double.